Welcome to Tuesday edition of What's for Lunch. I'm your host Larry Hurst here on OCN, OCN Eats, and all the Now pages. Today in studio I have Fooducopia and Tim, the owner. Tim, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for inviting me. Appreciate it.
Give us the history of Fooducopia.
Fooducopia, well, started about 12 years ago as an online company promoting small local food producers on a website, kind of like Etsy.
Okay.
So like when you go to a farmer's market, all those vendors could have their own little store on a website. It evolved to an online grocery delivery service, and then to a grocery store with a cafe, and then now just a full-on restaurant. But the cool part is the mission when we first started was to really support the small food producers. And even though we evolved many times, the mission's still the same.
Okay.
So with our ingredients at the restaurant, we really try to support the small food producers and just good, honest
And
food.
what's your background?
I'm actually an airline pilot.
Okay.
So the restaurant.
Still flying?
Yes.
Okay.
It's my passion since I was a little kid. I still enjoy
Do you do
it.
commercial or?
Yeah, commercial airline
Okay.
pilot. So for airline here in the U.S. So it's nice to take a break from the restaurant and go fly around, put my head in the clouds a little bit.
When you're not in the clouds, do you work at the restaurant? Are you on the floor?
Yeah, so fill in a little bit of everywhere.
Okay. And where's Fooducopia located? Exactly.
In Denver, on the east side of Washington Park. It's kind of tucked away in two smaller streets, Kentucky and Race, which is
right. You can walk to the park from there, right?
Yeah, it's like 3 blocks.
Yeah.
So it brings a little charm, you know, not a busy street, nice patio, nice and quiet.
And what meals are you serving there?
We do breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay.
So right now we're open Wednesday through Sunday. And
what's the times?
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday we open at 11 for brunch, and then Saturday and Sunday 10 a.m.
Okay.
So
and you have a full liquor license, right?
We do. So beer, wine, cocktails.
Mimosas, bloodies.
Oh yeah.
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 Do bottomless?
We don't do bottomless, but our Bloody Marys are pretty tasty. We got second place in the Bloody Mary Fest a couple years ago for Best Bloody Mary in Denver.
And then you did win Best Brunch, right?
Yeah, so that was quite an honor. Westward gave us Best Brunch in Denver a few years ago, so that was very nice.
And it's a small restaurant. You got a small dining room, but then you also have a patio, right?
Correct, yeah.
And so right now, are you open for dine-in?
We do have dine-in. We got to open a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
The governor lifted everything, so we're working with the city to expand our seating and our hours a little bit. So it's coming along, so I think more good news is coming.
You're doing delivery probably right now and takeout?
Yeah, so I got to do a shout out to my team. When this
Please.
whole COVID thing went down, my staff, they really stepped up, changed everything, the menu, the inventory, the logistics. I mean, going from full service to carry out and carry out and delivery. So that was great. We were able to stay open. I was able to keep my team employed, which is nice, you know, keep their spirits up. And when we got our first dine-in customers, that really raised everybody's spirits just because we turn a little bit back to normal.
Yeah, right. What would you say is the style of food there?
We try to coin it as just good, honest food.
Okay.
So I guess the technical way would be maybe New American. But my chef, he's from Botswana, Africa, has lived all over the world, so he pulls his ideas from all different parts of the world.
So it's globally inspired.
Yeah.
And you could tell even just by looking at this.
Yeah.
So what'd you bring me for lunch today?
Well, we did a little bit of variety here, so we'll just start with the salad here. So this is
some
this
golden beets, maybe?
Yeah, you know, a nice healthy salad where you got some organic greens, some golden beets, chev cheese, and then he candies the walnuts a little bit, so you get a little crunch, a little quinoa. Just a nice healthy dish to start the meal.
You probably don't know this, Mr. Josh, producer. Beets and goat cheese are one of my favorite combinations in the world.
You never said anything.
I didn't. You think you know a guy.
You think?
Yeah, but it's like Have you had beets and goat cheese? If you don't think you like beets or goat cheese, you put these together, especially these golden ones, it'll change your mind, right?
Totally. And
I'd rather eat that than candy.
Yeah, wow, man, it's a lot healthier. And the cheese, I'll do a shout out to Mini Moo's goat cheese. They're down in Canyon City.
Oh, I never heard of them.
So Rob, super cool guy, has his own farm and everything.
Nice, a local goat cheese.
Yeah, so during the COVID thing, it was kind of hard to source it all from them, but when it's full up and running, we like to get it from the small guys.
And then what do we got here?
This is a dessert that I think comes from Richard's English South African roots. It's shortbread. We make it from scratch, and then some lemon curd. So sometimes you don't have to get really complex to get really good food. So I've seen ladies licking the plate. The dishwasher loves this dish because it makes his job very easy.
All right, I'm anxious to try that.
Yeah.
Moving over here, looks like something maybe in the hummus family.
Yeah, so he did a little twist to it, Chef Richard. It's a butternut squash hummus.
Oh, I have not heard of that.
Yeah, so it offers a little bit different flavor with the butternut squash. And then, again, not too complex, but, nice, simple, real ingredients. And Chef has a really good way of picking different ingredients and adding the flavors together.
Everything is organic and local?
Well, that's
possible?
Yeah, that's challenging.
Okay,
But
that's the goal?
Yes, if we can, and it's not just to say we're local or organic. We also believe the quality is there. I mean, the small guys put their heart and soul into their products,
I agree.
and you can taste the difference. So it's a little more expensive, but we think it's worth it.
Okay, and last but not least, this is what I want to eat, so tell me what this is.
This was a fun creation of Chef Richard's. It's poke nachos. So it's tuna poke, basically. So some tuna. And then the nachos it's wonton wrappers, fried. So kind of stays with the Asian theme. And then you got a little bit of seaweed, some cucumbers. There's avocado creme, that's the green, and then sriracha mayo. And one lady was really nice. She's like, the whole dish goes well. Even the chips are sturdy enough to hold it, so you get the crunch, you get the tang.
I'm glad you didn't put cheese on it.
No, yeah, that'll
work.
American cheese melted on top. No.
All right, just give the people your phone number, your website, so they know how to get in touch with you, and they can make reservations on your website, right?
Yeah, so it's Fooducopia, and the address is 1939 East Kentucky Avenue.
And the website address is?
And the website is Fooducopia.com. It's like Fooducopia, like cornucopia. Yeah, and the phone number is 303-722-7838.
Tim, thank you so much for coming in.
Larry, it's a pleasure.
This looks right up my alley. I love tuna poke.
Right.
We'll see you tomorrow for another episode of What's for Lunch? Let's eat.
All right.
You're going to love that.